Hi guys. First of all, I want to say sorry because I was not that much active on YouTube, and I was very busy with some other stuff. That's why I didn't upload uh, my next tutorial videos on this channel. So let's continue our Golang for Absolute Beginner series, and in our today's tutorial, we will learn about control flow. So first of all, let's create a file of control flow.go. So what is control flow? Like control flow is used to control the execution of any program. In other programming languages, we have if, else if, and switch case statement to control the execution flow of a program. Okay, so in Golang we also have if, else if, and switch case statement to control the flow of any Go program. So let's start. First of all, we are creating a package of package main, which we previously discussed in tutorial, and we are importing fmt module. Then we are creating a function, a main function. Okay, so now I am writing the first control flow statement, the very basic statement, which is if statement. If something is true, uh, print out something on in on console. Okay, so if something is true, fmt.println the test is true. Okay, so if the test is true, this will be print out to the console, the test is true. Okay, so let's run this program in VS Code terminal. Go run. See, the output is the test is true. So this is the very basic control flow, which is if statement. If something is true, like continue the execution, which is inside of that block. The block is this one, and if true, if something is true, run that execution. Okay, if it is false, this block will uh, never run by Golang compiler. Golang compiler will never run this block because if is false. Okay, so we also have another control flow which is if else if statement. Suppose we have a grade. Okay, so grade 40, we created a variable of grade 40 of integer type, and I am removing this line of code. Okay, so and we write this condition: if grade is less than 30, then print out too low. This means that the grade is too low. Okay, and else if grade is greater than 30, then print out too high, right? So as you can see, we have initialized a variable with value 40, so this should print too high. Okay, and else fmt.println to equal. See, if the grade is less than 30, this will print too low. If the grade is greater than 30, the compiler will print too high. If the grade is equal to 30, then compiler will print too equal. Okay, so let's run this program now. There was some syntax error, so I fixed that and I am now running the program. Okay, so as you can see, it prints out too high. This means that our else if condition is true, right? If you have multiple condition, what you can do, you need to use if else if statement, or we can use switch statement, which we will discuss after. Okay, so what if our grade is 30, right? So let's see, it prints out 2 equal. This means that our grade is equal to 30 and our else condition is true. And what if our grade is 20? This should print too low. This means that the grade is too low. Okay, too low, right? So that's how we can use if statement and if else if statement to control the execution flow of our program, right? We have another statement which is switch statement, right? So switch statement is something like that. Switch statement can be initialized by using a switch keyword. Then inside that we can pass the case which we want to execute, right? So we have case 1, case 1, case 1. In that case we will print case 1, right? So in case 1 we are printing that this is the case 1, right? Within the case 2 we are printing the that this is case 2, right? And we have default case in switch statement. A default case is something when no case is true, so our default case will run, right? If suppose if our case 1 is not true and case 2 is not true, then our default case will be executed, right? So fmt dot println case default, right? So let's run this program. I have passed 2, so this means that the case 2 should be executed. And one more thing, before running this program, as you can observe in other programming languages we have break statement, but in Go program break statement is not supported. Go compiler do it by himself. We don't need to use break keyword to break the switch case statement. Okay, so let's run control flow.go file. See, the case 2 is executed. And what if I pass case, like I pass 1 in our switch statement? See, the case 1 is executed. And what if I pass 4? See, the default case after passing 4, the default case is executed, right? We have initialized case 1, case 2. We don't have case 3, 4, 5, and infinite case. Okay, so like when the cases which we initialized is not passed within switch statement, then our default case will be executed. right? So this was all about control flow using Go language, right? Uh, we also have different type of cases in other programming languages, I think, but Go have only if, else if, and switch case statement. Okay, so I hope you learned something new in this tutorial. This was very basic concept of any programming language. You can also apply to any other programming language like JavaScript or any other programming language. But learning after learning these concepts, you will be very confident in Go, or I think in any other programming language. So before jumping to our next tutorial, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.